Okay, the stream should be back now. Let's see what the latency is like on that.
Helm cruise mode cancelled. Collision warning.
Hell, the latency was helping us do the testing.
Helm
True.
cruise mode enabled.
Anyway, you said boost my microphone again, yeah? That's what I meant.
Okay, I'm trying to get the stream to quit fucking about. Yeah, take your microphone up to 30. We're at 25 right now. 20 right now, right?
Yeah.
Take it up to 30.
Can do.
If I remember correctly, I had to run you on mine at like 28.
I'm not that quiet, am I? I'm redlining the microphone meter right now.
Yeah, but it's being toned down somewhere. Like I said, Discord, you're fine. Which is also why we ran the bots,
Helm
because
cruise mode offline.
being able to tune for the stream particular volumes.
Yeah, true.
By the way, it's buffering every like 2 seconds.
It's because of the ultra low latency.
Gravity scoop has.
And it looks like the buffer might be on your end. I've got 0 drop frames and I'm stable.
It's possible. Like when you commented about the buffering on my end, it got a little louder, but it's not unbearable. You could potentially drop it down.
Well, that's the point
to
of
like
the
25, 28.
Well,
but
that's
I'd say
the
right
that's
now
the point of the threshold. It keeps it.
It's pretty close to where I would want it if I were me doing it. My audio hasn't started coming through yet. Is probably fine for the stream. You don't really want me to be as loud as you. You want to be close, and I'm fairly legible on my normal. You wouldn't want me getting louder than this. Yeah. I would say maybe drop yours down, to like 28.
Try some.
25.
I've just re-enabled the threshold on mine. I'm wondering if it wasn't working properly.
If you're wanting to run a threshold, we need to download a specific one that you can run. That's kind of like the Equalizer APO stuff.
Gravity scoop has retrieved an item.
OBS has a built-in one, which is works pretty well if you can get it working.
Gravity scoop is full.
Did you drop yours down or just re-enable the gate?
I re-enabled the gate.
Biomass added to ship stores.
Which I am aware I do need to speak a little more clearly when I'm talking. It's something I've always had issues with, unfortunately.
That and enunciation of the proper words.
Go yourself there. Let's see how that comes through.
Data shard inserted. Processing contents. Escort craft requisition order relayed. Void jump acknowledged. Helm cruise mode activated.
Yeah, that peaked. The go fuck yourself peaked, but otherwise, I'd say it's fine. Game audio also seems like it's fine. Turn your music back on.
I didn't have music on.
There was music coming from some fucking where.
It's the game. Main menu music.
Oh. Yeah, you could probably boost the game maybe by 5.
Thruster boosts fully charged.
And it would probably be fine. But we're pretty close to where I would run like a normal, like I would run for a normal stream. My audio seems like it's coming through at a good value. And the gate that you're talking about, threshold gate, what I'm talking about is a compressor. So it's a compressor will keep everything at, or keep you like it's put on your voice. So when you would normally peak, it just compresses it down. And
so that's what the threshold in OBS does. If it's below the threshold, it boosts it. Or it's supposed to.
Yeah, but you're doing a lot with OBS, and it probably works fine for a lot. But if you want better quality audio and things, a compressor will help. And it's a compressor specifically for you. You would run it through APO or its own thing.
The enemy will be here
and that will help where it's peaking a little bit when you... Did you drop yours down by a couple of points?
I did.
Are you at 28 then?
Not quite.
Airlock open.
So what I did, I dropped it with the threshold instead to see if it made a difference.
Anomalous jump.
That's the test I was doing.
I don't think the threshold's doing anything because you're peaking. There's definitely a difference in your audio when you start peaking. That's why I say running a compressor locally on yours. I would take and turn the threshold off and maybe lower your boost by 2 points.
Certainly could. Give me a sec, let me just get this turned on.
We have received minor damage.
Airlock open.
We have suffered major damage. Metal preserve us. We have suffered catastrophic damage. We won't be able to hold out much longer.
Alright, what do you recommend? Again?
I'd say turn the threshold off because it don't sound like it's actually doing anything, and drop your boost by 2 points.
Detected.
That should, I would think, balance, but I don't think the threshold's doing anything.
Oh, well, we'll see. Your advice.
Prioritize destroying the hollow bombers. Their destructive potential is immense. Thruster boosts fully charged.
Oh, just want to get all this crap killed.
It sounds like now you're pretty much on par with me, maybe a little on the quiet side, but it's when you peak is it's legible, and then if you peek, it won't blow people out.
That's certainly a plus.
And game audio is about where I like to run mine.
Gravity Scoop has
Yeah.
retrieved an item.
So, yeah, I'd say that's good. At least good for
now.
initial tweaking.
Yeah. I knew there was going to be some major
We both-
differences between this and Twitch, so.
We both need to invest in like XLR mics and XLRs and shit.
If this ever becomes a thing, yeah. Which it probably will. It never does. I'll do like 7 or 8 streams.
But I haven't done
Signature detected.
sound stuff since I worked for that guy and his wife who she was a quote unquote professional singer, country singer. And we definitely need to run a compressor on you though. Yeah, when I worked for them, I'd take and
Gravity
run
Scoop has
audio
retrieved an item.
a Fender suitcase, which some people would say is not a proper audio system, and to an extent I will agree, but you know, for little outside gigs and stuff like that, it was
I'm sure it worked just fine.
it was a great little system. Plus, I had a lot of fun blasting people out on the other side of the lake with you know, ZZ Top and shit while I was out there fucking about. Basically, my job was when she wasn't, when we weren't doing shows and things like that, I was DJing it, and every so often I'd had to do announcements or anything like that. Feeling thirsty? Come next door to Scrappy's, where we have fresh, cold, ready right out of the freezer beer. Beer's not your taste? Maybe you want something to eat. We have all kinds of foods, both ready to prepared and ready for being thrown on the grill.
Oh, there you go, Michael. Found you a job. Just need to go back.
I always thought being a radio announcer could be fun, but
Yeah. I don't know.
video killed the radio star, you know.
Yeah, and you can't seem to stick to doing anything with video.
Alloys added to ship stores.
Now, when they make AI to the point to where it can completely like narrate whatever I'm saying, you know, instantly as I'm saying it, then you know, we'll be like everybody else that's on YouTube.
Mm. Honestly, I'm not doing it because I want to make money. I'm doing it because it's something to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, making money would be nice, but
I think I might start trying to stream when I'm doing flight sim because I want to try to do flight sim at least once a week.
yeah, makes sense.
Just because that's why I went ahead and picked up that helicopter. Kind of kicking myself now that I didn't pick up the other one while it was still on sale, but
Yeah, I can imagine.
now that I know that Callan is him, I mean, he's right there when you talk, you know, you're asking a question, and he's not like, refer to this or anything. He answers the question, things like that, so
that's pretty sweet.
I feel like a lot more comfortable with that, and I know it's like it's not like a big time developer like, you know, Razbam or Eagle or Heatblur or something like that. I think it's only him and a couple other people, but still, what he's put out is quality stuff, and it seems to be pretty well. My biggest thing is I've got to figure out my tuning. And speaking of tuning, God, it's too late for me to do it tonight.
Yes, it is.
I had a theory that I want to test, because you can move. So you have your basic curves for that you can put in, but you can also move that curve up and down in the window. And I'm wondering, because if I put too much curve on there, it's just, you know, it snaps too much. It's too much. If I have too little curve in there, I'm not getting enough the fine movement. So the curve of 30 was, which I use pretty much on DCS, works fine. I'm at like 80, and if I go higher than that, then it just like I breathe on it and it snaps 100% to the side. So I'm wondering if maybe the curves are a little bit different in Flight Sim, and I can change like the overall.
Maybe?
So the what I'm hopeful that this is the way it works. So right now that it's centered, it's designed for a stick, a normal stick, like a 56. And if I can move it up, it basically is moving that center point higher or farther away from the rotation
That
point.
would be pretty dope.
And if that's the case, then that'll be the I'll set my curve to 0, and then move my center point up. Because that would be with what is this, a 20-inch extension that I've got on this thing?
Well, I mean, I don't like to brag.
All thruster boosts depleted.
16 and a half. My center point is 16 and a half inches higher than any game was ever designed for. Now, like I said, normal curves work fine in DCS, but maybe play some, maybe they, this is something they considered, and if not, maybe it's something they need to. But I know that I can do that, so I'm going to play around with that. Maybe
Anomalous jump signature.
probably won't be tomorrow because Jimmy's supposed to go to Somerset tomorrow. Now, weather permitting, and whether or not he actually does.
Well, yeah.
But he needs to. But basically, the hospital said, "You have a kidney stone, and you're dehydrated. We're going to give you a bag of fluids." And that was all I heard. Normally, I can get more out of them, but there was a lot going on. Not that that's an excuse, but
No, it really
I
isn't.
don't necessarily blame them either.
Hell cruiser.
I mean, to be honest, you say to him all the damn time that he needs to drink more water.
Yeah.
Jump
Apparently,
vector locked.
which the gastro doctors all said that he needs to drink like 100 liters a day,
That,
which is like 27 gallons or some 24 gallons.
no, that would
Um,
drown him.
I would think that that's a bit much, but Jimmy thinks she was meaning milliliters, which 100 milliliters is what?
It's a liter.
A liter?
No. That's 1,000
Hell
milliliters.
cruise mode offline.
I don't know, that doctor doesn't sound like he knew much. I know over here the usual, like, 8 pints a day.
Everything I've heard is
Or 8 liters a day.
like 8 ounces in the morning, 8 ounces in the evening, and then drinking water throughout the day as needed. But which my bottle's a liter. I try to drink one of those a day at least, and then I have other days where I'll drink 3 or 4 of them.
Oh, you gotta tell me about it. I had one of those yesterday.
And I always know that I'm gonna regret drinking 3 or 4 of them because I'll be up all night fucking pissing.
Mm-hmm. Good job, all my stuff on YouTube's flagged as not for kids, right? In fact, OBS won't even let me start a YouTube stream until I've told it if it's for kids or not.
I mean, frankly, anybody that's streaming to any platform shouldn't be saying it's for kids unless it's a professional studio that's got somebody that's pre-watching it.
Well, maybe not pre-watching, but at least where something where it's heavily scripted, it's being rehearsed. They know no one's gonna drop an accidental F-bomb,
And and then again, frankly, which perhaps we do use it a bit
Jump
much.
destination.
If the F-bomb is offensive to them, then
They can go fuck themselves.
Buttercup. Suck it up. I mean,
Yeah, the world is a bit soft these days.
go work in a prison. Tell them, hey, don't use those words. See how well
No,
that.
remember, Michael, you can't make wise comments about the prison. You'll get written up again. Wise ass.
Smart ass. That's what I should do. I should take and sit down and have telling stories. But I'd run out of stories is the thing.
You never them true.
Alloy
Oh,
added to ship's
game and tell stories. Let's shoot the shit while we're gaming.
Yeah, but you've heard all my stories. Simon has heard all my stories.
YouTube hasn't.
Yeah, I got a notion that would get me flagged.
Nah, you'll be fine. No, seriously.
Oh, he's making what the fuck? He's making fun of disabled people.
Huh? I never said do that.
I mean,
And for all intensive purposes, I am a mentally disabled person, and I give you my authority to take the ripping piss out of me anytime you want.
you know, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about flying out, you know.
Yeah.
I mean,
You're so close.
how do you react to that?
Laugh. Try not to show it.
You talking about elevation and stuff when you shoot your rifle? No.
Okay.
Okay, never mind.
How very random.
No, I mean,
Jimmy's wanting to go
you're just-
shooting.
Yeah, that's true. You're standing there. That instance happens.
2, 1.
What do you? I mean, literally, what do? You stand there and you let the events unfold because God forbid you get in the middle of that.
Because then it's suddenly your damn fault.
You're not wrong.
I know I'm not wrong. I've read no stories about that damn place to know how it works.
However, the doctrine of survival has no mention of resting place. We shall claim
I
these
was
artifacts
400 feet away.
You thought about it,
On camera.
but I
You laughed. Oh yeah, you're damn right. I fucking laughed. I laughed my ass off.
Integrity above 90%.
ever tell you about that one.
Hull
First high
integrity
school I was at.
100%.
One of the things that they said to my mother, I think I told you about the meeting where they accused me of hacking their systems because they'd given students
Because
access to
you figured out how to go into the DRM settings and turn off DNS.
No. So that all I did there
Using EVA.
was I used the Yahoo search instead of Google. They'd only block Google stuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
But no, the whole hacking thing was because I'd copied the PowerPoint, what they showed to the first years at the beginning of the year. You know, tell them the rules, let them know the uniform stuff, yada yada yada. I'd made a copy of it, put it in my personal files, and edited the copy. They tried to say that one, I'd hacked into it and changed it, which I hadn't, and that I'd done it, you know, as some kind of show against the school. And it was like, one, no. Two, you gave students access to the C drive. I could have done a lot worse.
There's hacking, and then there's just
There's just the
blatant negligence.
yeah.
Blatant negligence on your part.
Well, that was their whole thing. Well, our IT department said you had to hack it to get access. And it's like, no, you just got a shit IT department.
Yeah, well, it's like my first job. It was because I fixed a flight simulator.
Yep, I remember. But no, that same damn meeting, they accused me of scratching up a load of cars on the same day that I apparently hacked, which was the day I was at hospital. So I'd love, like, they said they had CCTV footage. I'd love to see it.
See, you would have been how old?
10, 11.
So we're talking early 2000s.
I'm not that old. Like 2010, something like that. I think 11, so yeah, no,
I mean-
2008, 2009.
Yeah, so early 2000s.
No. Late 2000s.
Gravity
I mean, we're not in the
retrieved
50s
item.
yet.
No, but it goes 2000s, 2010s, 2020s. We're in the 2020s right now.
Whatever.
Well, think about it. Think of the 1900s. You had the roaring 20s, the 30s, the 40s, the 50s, the 60s. It's the same here. You just don't like it because it reminds you of how old we are.
Irregardless, he was, 10 years old.
Yeah, and their IT department was laying the blame on me.
Fabricator
At 10
has
years
a
old.
new blueprint.
I was jumping a bicycle over routes because I found a really good route that I got really good airtime on.
The fabricator
Sounds
has
pretty
built
dope.
a new blueprint.
Oh, God. I've been keeping an eye
10 years
out.
old, I would have been to, by that point, I would have been to Mexico at least once.
Hell, 10 years old, I'd been to Amsterdam. Which, considering Amsterdam was literally like an overnight trip on a ferry for cheap.
And I should know, I grew up on computers because my dad at that early years worked in IT. Would still worked in IT had he took his boss up on it. His boss offered to take me and told him to go get a college degree.
I'll
I
bet.
don't care in what, just go get one, and he wouldn't do it.
Biomass added to ship's stores.
He wouldn't have tore up his back like he did working at the steel shop and shit.
I mean, you've never accused him of being a smart man.
But
He's pretty cool.
no, the damned 10 years old. I mean, I wasn't worried about trying to figure out how to get around shit too much Wi-Fi. But that was because that wasn't illegal to take and or get past. As long as it was broadcasting, even with a password, it was legal for you to use as long as you could get past the password.
Well, my whole thing was, the thing that I'd searched and saved was a smoke grenade recipe, which we'd been learning about in science. I just couldn't remember the recipe, so I googled it. That was it.
So you were more of a Googling age than me. I was, what? So you were what? Was 96?
7.
97?
Yep.
Yeah. So by the time when you were born, I was already 7 years old.
Helm cruise mode
I know.
disengaged.
Like, you really were a 90s baby. I'm allowed in because of the year I was born. I have no experience in it.
The Void Shrine lies before us. Once the area
no,
is
I
secure,
was-
you must
I
deviate
was
to
a
the
90s
site.
kid, but that's what I put on my VChat. 90s baby or whatever.
Mhm.
Figure that should give anybody that's looking into my profile well enough aware that I am old enough to tell you to go fuck off.
Yeah. Nah, we grew up with some terrifying videos. I was reminded of One Man, One Jar the other day.
Oh, come on.
Yeah. I was reminded of part of it that I had happily forgotten. In that video, he had scarring. He had done that before.
Yeah, no. I don't remember who it was. I don't know. I don't remember.
Wait, did you know him?
It was. I was much older before the whole two in a cup.
Oh
thing.
god, yeah. No.
And
You know there's
and
a
the
sequel
one
to that? 3 Girls, 1 Bathtub?
The one thing that scarred me was Blue Waffles.
Yeah. Yeah, that was going around when I was in high school. And I don't mean the disease, I mean the media craze. Although, to be fair, in the high school I was in first. Yeah, I can imagine it probably was going around.
Insert me in the central computer cradle so I can channel.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
And for anybody that ends up watching this now, or
Do
in the
not
future,
Google that.
do not Google anything that we have just discussed.
In the
You will be
past, like,
scarred for
5
the rest of your
minutes.
life. Ever. Do not Google anything that we've ever discussed, because it will probably scar you for life, given how soft this generation is.
Yeah, if you were born before 2002, feel free, you probably already know it.
2000, maybe.
Simon.
They had to be old enough to participate, you know?
Old enough to participate, damn. 80s?
Yeah, no, that Jed, I don't know what the hell happened with that generation.
I don't think they can remember what happened with that generation.
The alarm is sounding on all copies of retrieve our prize and get us back to the ship.
Dear, oh dear.
Void suppressor nodes have entered the sector.
I'm tired.
Destroy them before
I'm aware you're tired, so you could probably get to bed.
anomalous jump signature detected.
Oh, I've got to stick this in.
But,
Hollow summoner unit detected. Silence them if they spot you. Gravity Scoop has retrieved an item. The fabricator
I like
is
this
learning
game.
blueprint.
but
Hear about?
after about an hour or so, it starts getting a little tedious.
Hostile reinforcement call detected.
Little bit.
Destroy the
I've
source.
played it
I know.
for 3 hours given it.
When I was testing and things like that, you know, I had,
The reinforcement
it was
call
just like a
was
lot, it was all very
installed.
samey bosses and things like that. It was duplicating and things.
It does, yeah, after a while. 'Cause, I mean,
Which, I mean, I understand roguelike and things like that, but...
well, not only
What was
that.
what was that roguelike that I played?
Well, you got to remember the thing with this game. We're running a mod which allows us to repair to 100%. Normally, if you take a serious repair, you can't repair it. You can patch it.
Yeah, no, but I mean,
Jump signature
so what was the name of? There's two of them now. They come out with a sequel. The first one I played, I never got like I made it to like World 2, and there was like 5 worlds.
Excuse me.
So like, and that's something that like would be nice is like, you know, have it in. I guess, you know, simplicity and things like that. They can't do it and everything like that. But having something that feels different after you've played it for 3 hours, that, oh, hey, this is something new, would be nice. I mean, it's not like there's not enough content out there that they can't rip off for a space shooter.
You're not wrong.
I'd say if the developer was to do something to this game that would be a nice change for the roguelike, I'd like to see them add in like proper planetary base rating. Maybe not necessarily planetary because
Yeah, more bases rather
but
than having
bigger bases and things like that. You know, let's go raid a hollow base. You know, that's on a big asteroid, a hollow mining base that's full of turrets and drones and shit.
Oh yeah, that'd be awesome.
You know, give us some sort of pistol that we have to find before that we get to that point. And if we don't find it before we get there, then we can either risk going in without a gun, or and also get rid of the fucking cop out, and not being able to kill the boss. By the time I get 6 hours in this, I want to be able to at least feel like I gave the boss a run for its money.
Agreed.
Even if I can't kill it, make it look like I can. Give me that question where I'm sitting there like, if I'd only been half a second more, I could have killed him. I'd have beaten him. If I'd have only managed to get this one patch in before I started that fight, I'd have won that fight,
I love games.
I want that kind of question in a roguelike.
I agree with you on that.
Thruster boosts fully charged.
But I also want more content, which I can't say a whole lot because there's not a lot of games doing well on the content front these days.
You're telling me.
And perhaps that's why I like D&D, is because the content is ever evolving.
Gravity scoop has retrieved 3, 2.
Oh shit.
Not that we've played it a lot, but we need to take and
New Actide
see about finding like a Discord group or something like that we can kind of do like D does, where he has a once a week scheduled thing kind of deal. But then again, it would be like the scheduled shit for DCS, and then we fall out of it or something like that, and piss somebody off because we weren't there for last for last week.
I don't know.
Blueprint added to Fabricator.
I think you're onto something there, though. Would be nice.
I don't know. I want to take in. I want to get a map editor, which I may end up
Void
getting
jump
at some point.
destination locked.
I've been looking at Dungeon Draft and start making maps. That could be something. Something to stream. The making of the maps and things like that. I don't know. I watch people draw and things like that, so maybe somebody watch map
Be
making.
alert. Stealth
If I can
signatures
get
detected.
decent at it.
It's not the getting decent. It's just being interesting while it's good.
Yeah, you're right. I'm not a redhead with big boobs, so
You could be.
I'm not pulling a Flynn.
Do it.
Can you imagine putting a friggin' fucking 6'2", 300-pound fucking Sasquatch in a damn female bodysuit? Yeah.
I'm not even talking that. I'm talking, couple of small watermelons and a big dress.
Yeah, that's Jimmy. Weird and all.
Oh, I know. Yeah, Small, when you gonna start rocking a beard?
I don't like the beard so much.
No,
Every time I start letting mine grow out a little bit, I start getting like painful ingrowns or whatever.
Ouch.
Oh, people are breaking down the Beyond 2025 and Beyond.
Yeah, that took longer than I
Poster.
thought.
Did you look at it?
I saw it, but I didn't really look at it, you know?
Well, so there's a shadow of what looks like a typhoon.
Yeah, that I did see.
And then the background is most definitely a world editor map. And so people are thinking that they might be releasing, next year might be the release of the dynamic campaign. I don't really care about that as long as it's the release of a new editor. I
Yeah.
want an editor that I can actually utilize.
And I agree with you there.
Don't get me wrong, I can use the one, but it's just a pain in the ass. I need to play with, what's his face's, web editor, because it was good, it just had a few hiccups that I didn't like. Theoretically, he's gotten to a point now where it's better.
Well, you'd certainly hope.
I would hope so, yeah. I kind of figured that if he managed to accomplish what he set out to do, which he has done, that DCS would actually pick it up as a an official, or like offer him, you know,
Void conduit neutralized.
licensure, you know, come sell this on our platform type thing. You know they're aware
All
of it.
thruster boosts.
They'd be smart too, but when was the last time a company did something that we considered smart?
I don't know, and the whole Raspberry thing's kind of.
Pissing me off.
I know that there's probably legal reasons why they're not talking about it, but I would have liked to have had
Large
some sort of,
anomalous
hey,
jump signature
due to legal
detected.
reasons, you know, we can't talk about this, so at least I know they're doing something.
Unfortunately, that is usually also in those legal agreements. But you can't even make light of the fact there is an agreement.
Anomalous jump signature detected.
That crap.
Thruster boosts fully charged. Hull integrity below 90%.
I've got the fully upgraded pilot ability now. When I activate it, it charges my boosters.
Uh-huh.
With a massive shield, but at the same time charges my boosters, so it's like a uber defense. Less things to worry about.
All void conduits in this sector have been neutralized.
You are clear to proceed.
Supply drop arrived.
Hell, I'd like to be able to do that now, let alone be 74 years old, be able to do that.
Helm cruise mode enabled.
Give me a minute.
Void jump escape vector set. Hull integrity below 80%. Helm cruise mode disengaged. Warning. Large anomalous jump signature detected. Gravity scoop has retrieved an item. Three, two, one.
And take a quick look at what the hell you sent me. That's gotta hurt his wrists.
Yeah, I was thinking that too, but
Still though, that's nice. God damn. I mean, I can't say shit. Not like I could do it.
I
Ever.
don't think there's ever been a time that I could have done that, but
Look at him bending that torsion bar.
Void jump destination locked.
I think that's a good enough test, don't you, Michael?
okay. That's it for me. I'm closing Facebook and going to bed.
Well, in that case, as you will leave, would you like to help me close out the streams?
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been a stream from the luxurious Captain Mike. Tune in next time for more thrilling content.
3, 2, 1.